Good morning, guys and gals. Froggy here, and this is 3M slash Scotch VHB tape. I think that stands for very heavy bond, and there are some numbers before that, so there are a few different specific kinds of this VHB tape. This one I got 5952. I think it's going to work pretty good. This is what I'm going to use it for. This is my Onstar antenna that is supposed to be attached inside the windshield here. And focus camera. Okay, so this is kind of like a black painted strip at the top of your windshield. I think that's probably for adhesion for this OnStar antenna because I can't really think of any other reason. There's the other dotted stuff that's on the front and it's on the back too, but this is just painted flat. Now the back of the antenna, get a little light on it, it has a raised section here, and that's what the original adhesive was on, and then it has this lower section. So I'm going to put it on the raised section, and I'm going to put it on the black painted section. Now the stuff that came off, if I can find it here, maybe, yeah. I got this off. This fell down, and then this was still stuck on there, and it was a piece of tape. And I just took my thumb, not my nail, but actually the skin of my thumb, and rolled it. And it took a long time. It probably took me 6 or 8 minutes to get it off. But it came off clean. A couple little specks where I did this kind of thing, to get the specks off. Here's a couple of tips for you on using this VHB tape. Number one tip is clean with alcohol here and here. Number two tip, which you can do if you want to, is to rough this up a little bit with some Scotch-Brite. I'm going to try not doing that. And if it falls off again, then I will try doing it. And I might try a different VHB tape. I'll put you a link to this one in my video in the comments at the bottom. So anyway, tip number one, clean with alcohol. Tip number two is pressure. You want to put pressure on it. So those are your two tips. Its adhering process apparently is just exposure to the air. Once you take the tape and start rolling it out and remove the double, the sealing, the red sealing piece, it's just exposure to the air that dries it off. Over a period of an hour, it gets pretty strong, maybe 50%, and then over 24 hours, it reaches full strength. And I did read where if you apply some heat to it, which might mean just driving out and letting the sunlight hit it a little bit, that accelerates the process. So let's get the alcohol. Don't drink it. Put it on the parts. And there's a little froggy trick when I open alcohol. I put a little slot in it like that. For me, it makes it easier to dispense it instead of ripping the whole top off. So we're going to use this blue shop towel, which is a little stronger than the white ones used in the kitchen. And we're going to apply this to both surfaces. I need 2 hands. Okay, I cleaned both of those. There was a little bit of adhesive stuck there, so I got my special advanced tool. It's called a thumbnail, and just pulled it off with my thumbnail and then cleaned it with alcohol. So it's all clean now. I'm going to, I'm just going to use one strip about 5 inches long and shove the thing up there and see what happens. If it falls down again, I'll try something different. And I will follow this up, guys and gals, with comments. I'll let you know like a few months or a few weeks, few months, few years later if it worked. I'm very good about keeping my channel up to date with comments. So read the comments. All right, let's cut a piece. Okay, so what did Froggy tell you? Two things, alcohol and pressure. So I'm going to use this little roller to press that down evenly. You could use your fingers. Don't get all technical on it. Just pressure. Okay, I needed two hands, but I think you get the idea. Just roll it or use your fingers. Now I'm going to pull a red protective piece off and stick it up there. Try to stick the wire back up there. These other two wires are for my dash cam. One's power, one's for the rear cam, so don't worry about them. I'm just going to stick them up there later on. But this one here is for the Onstar. So let's. This is going to be like a one-shot deal, so make sure you get it in the right place and tuck the wire up. Okay, I'm going to need two hands. Okay, so you see I'm peeling it off. I just used my thumbnail. And I did a little test fit, and now I'm going to use two hands to put it up there. Okay, so I'm going to call that good. Sometimes when I fuss around with something too much, it ends up being worse instead of better. So pressure, alcohol, and I stuck the wires. I just stuck them under this trim on this end. They may or may not stay there. And over here I wrapped a zip tie around the antenna and around the two wires, plus the two wires are bundled together. So that, I'm pretty sure, will stay up there as long as the antenna stays up there. And I'm going to put this out in the sun and get a little heat to it, and before I drive it tonight. And that's it. So give me a thumbs up or a like if this helps you out. Subscribe to my channel if you want more from Froggy. Be safe, have fun. If you want notifications, click on the little bell next to the subscribe. Okay? See ya. Froggy out. Bye.